गुड मॉर्निंग। आप सभी रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स का एंड स्पेशल एजुकेटर्स का आज के इस सेशन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आप सभी ने अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय निकाला और आज के इस सेशन को आप सभी ने ज्वाइन किया। हम कुछ ही मिनट का इंतज़ार करते हैं। हम थोड़ा वेट कर रहे हैं, जैसे ही बाकी रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स हमें ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं हम कुछ ही मिनट में आज के सेशन को हम स्टार्ट करेंगे। तो प्लीज़ हमारे इस सेशन में बने रहिए। हम कुछ ही मिनट के बाद आज के सेशन को स्टार्ट कर देंगे। थैंक यू।
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good morning. एक बार अपना अटेंडेंस मार्क करवा देंगे मेरे पास। सबसे पहले दीमापुर क्लस्टर के केवी।
यस सर, प्रेजेंट सर।
कौन सा स्कूल है आपका?
पीएम श्री केंद्रीय विद्यालय दीमापुर।
दीमापुर। जस्ट वेट। You are. What is your name?
मिस पिंकी।
लेकिन दीमापुर से जिसे ज्वाइन करना था, that is Mr. पाटिल। ये मिस्टर पाटिल को ज्वाइन करना था ना यहाँ से प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन के लिए, जो आपने नॉमिनेट किया।
Sir, I was asked to join. That's why I joined it.
You are asked to join, but जो मैंने प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन की गूगल शीट शेयर की थी, जो आपके स्कूल की तरफ से किया गया था, that was this. ओके, रंगा पहाड़ से कोई ने ज्वाइन किया अभी?
यस सर।
आपका क्या नाम है?
बंटी शर्मा।
ओके। एंड NIT ज्योतिषी किसने ज्वाइन किया अभी? हायुलियांग से नामसाई।
सर मनीषा गुप्ता फ्रॉम लोकतक, केवी लोकतक।
ये भी इसका भी
रूप किशोर बाबू फ्रॉम केवी पुली।
Just reply for whom I am asking for. Okay. Namsai. KV Namsai से no one. Daporijo. दापोरिजो से, मियाओ से।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, वंदना यादव फ्रॉम केंद्रीय विद्यालय म्याओ।
ओके, आप दीमापुर से मैम देखिए कि ये मिस्टर पाटिल ज्वाइन करें। ओके, रिप्लेस। लॉन्गडिंग से लॉन्गडिंग।
Yes, sir.
व्हाट इज योर नेम फ्रॉम लॉन्गडिंग? लॉन्गडिंग से किन्होंने ज्वाइन किया? तवांग। एनीवन फ्रॉम तवांग?
Yes, sir.
Tanga Valley?
Good morning, sir. Ashish Kumar from KV Tawang, sir.
Okay, Ashish Kumar from Tanga Valley? Tanga Valley से? Anyone has joined from Tanga Valley? Dirang?
जी सर, दुर्गेश मौर्य फ्रॉम केवी दिरांग।
Tooting?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, अंजलि फ्रॉम केवी टूटिंग।
अच्छा, आप लोग अपना नाम और केवी लिख के मैसेज टाइप करके भेज दीजिए। आई विल कंपाइल शीट। ओके, अब अपना नाम और केवी मैसेज में लिख के आई विल कंपाइल अटेंडेंस उसमें लिख के भेज दीजिए।
ओके।
It should not be just name. Name of KV is also required.
बहुत बहुत स्वागत है रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स एंड स्पेशल एजुकेटर्स आपका आज के इस सेशन में। मैं देख पा रही हूँ काफ़ी टीचर्स ने हमें ज्वाइन कर लिया है और कुछ टीचर्स हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं। हम 1 to 2 मिनट्स में आज के सेशन को हम स्टार्ट कर देंगे। तब तक आप सब अपने बेसिक डिटेल्स भी शेयर कर रहे हैं चैट बॉक्स के थ्रू, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी 1 to 2 मिनट्स और वेट कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद आज के सेशन को हम स्टार्ट करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स।
ओके मैम, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल हैव जॉइंड। कोई एक दो रह गया होगा बिकॉज स्ट्रेंथ इज 42। एक
जी,
मैं
जी।
हूं, एक आप हैं,
ओके
तो 40 हमारे 41 के भी हैं। 41 में से 39 40 ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं। ओके, वी कैन स्टार्ट।
ओके सर, ओके। तो चलिए आज के सेशन को हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले मैं अगेन आप सभी का आज के इस सेशन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ कि थैंक यू सो मच कि आप सभी ने अपना वैल्यूबल टाइम निकाला और आज के इस सेशन को ज्वाइन किया। आज हम प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन के बारे में बहुत ही बेहतर रूप से डिस्कशन करेंगे कि ये प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन क्या है, ये किस प्रकार से इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन पर काम कर रही है, हम किस तरीके से चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड्स वाले जो बच्चे हैं उन्हें हम कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं, कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है, कैसे इन बच्चों को रेगुलर क्लासरूम में रेगुलर टीचर से रेगुलर बच्चों के साथ कैसे मैनेज करना है, ये सभी के बारे में आज हम हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ डिस्कस करेंगे। पर सेशन को स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि हमारे बीच एसी सर जुड़े हुए हैं तिनसुकिया रीजन से, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी सर आपसे प्लीज आप अपने वैल्यूबल वर्ड से हमें मोटिवेट करें। ओवर टू यू सर।
ओके, respected Pooja Das ma'am from Rupantar Society, Rupantar Arvindo Society, respected teachers from different KVs of Tinsukia region, and good morning. रूपांतर जो प्रोग्राम है श्री अरविंदो सोसाइटी का, इसका हैंड होल्डिंग के लिए हमारे साथ है ये, एंड फॉर गाइडिंग ये कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस्ड एजुकेशन, कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस्ड लर्निंग, और तीसरा है ये प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन। ये तीनों ही टॉपिक हम टीचर्स ने एग्ज़ाम के लिए अपने बीएड कोर्सेज में ज़रूर पढ़े हैं और कंपटीशन की तैयारी के लिए भी हम इनमें गो थ्रू हुए हैं। हमने इस पे वीडियो वगैरह भी देखे हैं। ओके, लेकिन जब प्रैक्टिकली करने की बात है तो पर्सपेक्टिव डिफरेंट हो जाता है। तो अब हम इसको इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए या प्रैक्टिकल रूप में लागू करने के लिए एग्जैक्ट क्या इशू आते हैं उन्हें एंटीसिपेट करके उन्हें कैसे सॉर्ट आउट किया जा सकता है, इसके लिए आज हमारे साथ पूजा मैम हैं इस डिस्कशन के लिए। आई होप कि आप उनकी प्रेजेंस से, उनकी गाइडेंस से काफ़ी चीज़ें सीखेंगे और हम मिलकर प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन के थ्रू जो बच्चे पीछे रह जाते हैं थोड़ा, कि सबका एजुकेशन बराबर तरीके से, बढ़िया तरीके से हो सके, bringing inclusivity to classroom across India. Okay, so I request Pooja ma'am to take up the session and proceed accordingly. Thank you ma'am.
थैंक यू सो मच सर आपके वैल्यूबल वर्ड्स के लिए और हमें मोटिवेट करने के लिए। बट सर आज का सेशन हमारे साथ कंडक्ट करेंगे हमारे श्री अरविंदो सोसाइटी प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन टीम से एक क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट जुड़ी हुई है जोशी मैम। तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी जोशी मैम आपसे प्लीज आप आज के सेशन को कंटिन्यू करें। ओवर टू यू मैम।
जी, thank you so much Ms. Pooja, and I welcome you all in this board, and thank you so much ACRO sir from Tinsukia sir. We welcome you all, a very warm welcome to all of the coordinators today, and as AC sir has already told, the motive of the program, the motive of the session, that is bringing inclusivity to the classroom. So we will be discussing that thing only, but in very brief detail. तो आज हम प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन के बारे में बात करेंगे कि कैसे इंक्लूसिविटी को लाया जाए और कैसे हम आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग वन स्टेप फर्दर टू हाउ वी कैन डू इट, हाउ टू हेल्प स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ टू हम बच्चे को कैसे मदद कर सकते हैं, अपने क्लासरूम में टीचर्स को सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं ताकि वो बच्चे को मदद कर पाए, एंड व्हाट रोल कोऑर्डिनेटर्स विल प्ले टुडे इन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ दिस इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम थ्रू प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन, and what will be the job and the role of the coordinators for bridging the gap between us and the students, and also help in implementing the success of inclusion in the classroom. So teacher, I welcome you all for giving us your valuable time, and today we'll be discussing in very detailed way what is project inclusion and all the phases of it, and how can we bring the inclusivity in the classroom, teachers. So teacher, this is our common goal that we'll be working towards, and you coordinator will be standing as the mediator, the connector between us and the teachers and the students for inclusive education. So first, before starting the session, I would like to bring your notice to some numbers. Okay, as we can see, I present before you the current state of our nation. So in India, we can see that the certain numbers that tells us the current state of our country and globally as well. So first of all, when we see with the 2011 census, as you can see in the screen, so there are 26.8 million number of people. So among them, people living with disability is 2.21%, teachers. And these children living with disability has neurodevelopmental disorders, might have other difficulties which are not allowing them to do their academics, complete their education. So what happens is most of them drop out. And the second numbers that I would like to bring your notice is that a study was done by the UNESCO in 2019. So they have found that in India, 7.8 million children currently are there living with disability who are under 19 years of age. So these children with disabilities, as you can see, so the number is very huge. I won't like to go in deep detail, but as you can see from the numbers that the gap is very much, and we as a service provider, how can we bridge this gap? As we can see, if we see the number of children with disability living with specific disability, learning disability, who might have dyslexia, dyscalculia and dysgraphia and so on. So nearly 1 in 12 Indian children are currently living with SLD, teachers. So it's a huge number. And when we see, when we put our eyes in the neurodevelopmental disorders, that is the other spectrum of disorder of autism, it might be ADHD or any other learning difficulties. So we can see that 1.5 of these children, every 1/5 of these children have 2 or more entities. They might be living with 2 or more different disability. And when we look in the autism spectrum disorder, ASD, that we call, and it is said that currently 1.7 to 2 million children in India have ASD. So teacher, I don't want to emphasize on the huge numbers. So as there are a lot many children in India who have these disabilities, but don't have correct means, correct resources, correct way forward. So in the form of teachers who can help these children in their regular classroom. And so today, teachers, we have gathered not only to discuss about the problems that are there in India, that are there in our nations, or regarding education, regarding the basic need of education, which these children are being deprived of. So we will not only discuss about the problem, but we will discuss about the probable solution. And one such solution which NEP, National Education Policy, endorses is inclusive education. Because through inclusive education only, these children are given a platform where they will be provided with the same kind of resources, same books, same needs that they might have like the other regular children. So we'll be moving forward. So as also we can see, by the RPWD Act in 2016, they have increased, they have broadened the number of disabilities from 7 to 21. It means they are recognizing that these children really need help for them to progress in their life. So this takes into account that the NDD, SLD children can be helped under the RPWD Act, that is right to persons with disability. So this is where we talk about more about the inclusive education, which is the probable solution, and Project Inclusion endorses those, and the National Education Policy also endorses those. So here we will talking about what do we require to build for millions of students in India. What do the students require to bridge this gap, to bring the inclusive education in India? So first we need is the dire need of bringing a strong partnership between teacher and the special educator, because teachers, if they are not aware of how to identify those students, then they will not be able to help the students. And that is why the teachers should be sensitized, should be aware about the basic signs and symptoms in children with disability in their classroom, teachers. So only when they are able to identify those, they will be able to take the help of the resources, that is the special educator, and they might get help from other resources like psychologists and clinical psychologists for providing proper implementation to the children, providing need and support to the children. So the partnership should be very strong. So because these disabilities are hidden disability, teacher, this disability cannot be observed only if you don't know it. So we need to be aware, we need to learn, we need to have the knowledge of it to identify those students in our classroom. And the second is the experienced team of experts. So as we all know that in India there is no this provision that all the government schools or all the schools have the basic necessity of accommodating psychologists, counselors, special educators, which is of course a basic need, which is important to provide specific kind of support with the help of all those professionals. Because only when we have the help of these professionals, they can do they can provide different kind of support that the child might need. So all these professionals, they bring their different experience, they bring their different expertise to help this and support the children. So awareness of teachers is very important. Next is supportive teachers. So because supportive teachers are necessary, because they will be able to identify and do the basic screening of the child who is continuously might be dealing with some difficulty in their classroom, who among the teachers' effort, in spite of teachers putting so much of effort with the students in the classroom, the students is not able to perform up to that level, no matter how much effort, how much hard work the teacher is doing with the students. So only with correct awareness, correct screening, we will be able to meet the needs of these challenging children, and we will be able to help them. Next is the accessibility. So it is utterly important for teachers and special educators along with principals to access certain kind of information or resources. And it is important that these resources has to be multilingual in nature, because our country has a very diverse culture and language. So this program is built in different languages, so that teachers can always understand in their own language and can implement those strategies with the children so that they can support the children. So teachers and principals, so this is very important so that they can always have that access to this information. It's not like that once they have done and it's over, and over a period of time we tend to forget it. So if the accessibility is there, then teachers, principals, special educators can always go back and refer to this information and resources. And the multilingual scalable technology. So it should be multilingual, as I told, it should be available in different languages, but because language should not be a barrier, teacher. Language should not be a barrier for providing these services, this support to those children. Next is the need of state government engagement. So to help those children, teachers, we, along with us, the help of the state government and their involvement is utterly important, because to bring certain reforms like RPWD Act, how they brought the reforms. So the involvement of the state agency and government agency is very much required to do certain reforms, that is to tailor the needs of these children, and working hand in hand to understand the challenges these teachers face in local level. So not only to help the children, but also to understand and have a connection with the teachers who are working on ground with the children, and provide those reforms by working hand in hand. Next is the professional courses for upskilling and training. So teachers, it is very important for us as a human being also to keep learning. So, and we as a teacher, it is utmost important for us to keep learning, because every day there are new information. So it is very important to stay updated with the current research, with the current findings, so that we can help the students to bring the change, and which is continuously coming in our field to help the children to identify the signs. Next is also the requirement of the strong parental participation. Not only it is an effort from the teachers, the special educators, the other professionals, state governments, but also the requirement of parental involvement, because the more the parents are involved regarding the challenges of the child that the child is facing in the classroom and at home, and which is difficult for teachers, because most of the time they spend their time at home. So it is required for the parents to get involved to provide those facilities, to provide those strategies to children, and to work hand in hand with teachers and other professionals towards the child's growth. So once we are aware, we are able to identify the signs, we are able to take these children to special educator and to work hand in hand along with them by providing the strategies in the classroom. So it will be possible only then to support these children and to bring inclusivity in the classroom. So here I would like to talk about how PI, that is project inclusion, can help this help to bring this inclusivity in the classroom. So how it plays a role in helping teachers. So regarding project inclusion, teachers, I would like to say that this project was launched by Sri Aurobindo Society in the year 2016, and is strived to create an inclusive learning environment. So teachers, I would like to say that first we started on-ground training, and it was started from the state of Ghaziabad. So we trained the teachers there. It was like 3 to 4 days of training, on-ground training, where trainings and workshops were held regarding the neurodevelopmental disorders and other disabilities that we discussed along with the teachers. So before the training, when we just talked with the teachers, and they were like, no, madam, I don't have any such children in my classroom. So when after the training, so we almost trained around 20,000 teachers. We were able to orient and sensitize 20,000 of teachers about the inclusive education. So where teachers were sensitized, through the workshops and the training that we gave them in the on-ground training, So the same teacher who said that earlier that they had no such children in their classroom, they came back to us with a successful screening of probable cases in their classroom of 18,000 number of children who they doubted to be having some kind of difficulty, some kind of concerns which belong to the neurodevelopmental disability. So when our professionals, when we come to in the picture, psychologists and clinical psychologists and special educator, when we screen those 18,000 number of cases, we could find a confirmed cases of 6,600 students who were confirmed of having some kind of disabilities. So it shows that how sensitization and awareness can bring a major change, because these disabilities are hidden, teacher. This cannot be seen if we are not if we do not know it. So it is very important to be sensitized, be aware about it, so that we can identify it and provide help. So teacher, moving ahead, we took a major leap, that is from the on-ground training to the digital leap. And we all know when in 2020 when corona hit us, so we had to do this. We had to move from on-ground training because that was not possible, but we did not stop our efforts. We continued to work towards it, and we just shifted it to a digital platform. So what we could see is that we realized that we need to take it to more teachers, because in in on-ground training, it was not possible to reach maximum number of teachers, and teachers who already have so much of work, so much of to do. So it was difficult for them to reschedule their classes. So when we shifted it to a digital platform in the form of an app, so we could see that the boundaries are not constricted. Like many people from different regions, they can join the program. It is not fixed to a particular region, and it was not much of a hassle. They did not need to reschedule their classes. So we realized that we can lead to much more number of teachers through digital platform. So teachers, when we brought our program Project Inclusion of Inclusive Education to our digital platform, we could see that in this app, we divided the phase into 3 phases. That is phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So phase 1 is majorly about learning and sensitizing ourselves, sensitizing and orienting teachers. So here we included the course, which I will be talking about in my following slides, of what the course consists of and how to go about it. So first phase consists of courses which included many modules of different types of disabilities, their signs and symptoms, and orienting disabilities, orienting teachers about the disabilities of the children. So once we are not if we are not properly sensitized, we are not oriented, we would not know to identify these signs. So it was important to create such course, and this course is very creative, it's interactive, and it's very short, that you can complete the course in 8 to 10 days if you just give half an hour of your time. So first phase was completion of the course, doing the course. And when we move to the second phase, it is about the screening. So teachers, it is not just that once we learn about the disabilities, we learn about the signs and symptoms, how to manage those children in our classroom, the many exemptions and benefits from the government. So once we are aware, if we don't put our knowledge into an action, it is of no use. It won't lead to anywhere, and we will not able to bring the change. That is our goal of bringing inclusivity. So phase 2 is about screening. So once we are aware, once we are oriented, the second is conducting screening of the students whom we doubt they have some disability, they have some concerns. So the second phase is about screening the students of who might have probable cases of NDD. And the third phase is of the regarding the intervention. So this intervention plan has been designed by our professionals of clinical psychologists, and special educator. which include the remedial teaching. So once we screen the students, we are not going to just leave there. That we have identified the students, our work is done. It's not like that. Once we identify those students, how we are able to give our support to these students, that is important. So once we identify, our intervention phase is designed, that is phase 3, along with the disabilities, along with the concerns that the child might have, the intervention plan will be accessible to the teachers, that they can access it in the app itself. You do not need to go out anywhere. You just need to access in the app to get the intervention plan and to work towards the children to help bring the change, help improve them where their concerning issues are there, concerns are there, and to build skills in children. So that it is designed to administer the strategies in the whole classroom. So teacher do not require, because they already have so much of work, and it is not possible to give one-on-one attention, one-on-one session. So this interventions are designed in such a way, teachers, that you can give the strategies to whole of your classroom. So it is not required that you need to take out some extra time regarding it. So along with other students, you can also support those students living with disabilities in the classroom and to help them and to build their skills. So these are all of our 3 phases. And the best part is, teacher, that while you do the course, you do the screening and also the intervention. So the complete thing is that free of cost, teacher. There is no cost involved in doing the course, in gaining knowledge, in screening the students, and in providing intervention. So everything has been done by the experts, and everything is been provided to you. So your first need is to just begin the journey and do the journey to help the children and to move towards the complete goal. So teacher, moving ahead. So we will be talking about the phases in detail now. So first phase is the sensitization, and how we do it, we'll discuss about that. Though the first phase is about doing the course, teacher. It is the course, where the course consists of 17 modules. Through the 17 modules, there are 4 videos each, which are very short, very interactive, very creative, and keeping in mind the teacher's schedule, the busy schedule of the teachers, we have designed it in a such a way that it won't take much of your time. The course is divided into 17 modules, where each of the disabilities is explained in a very interactive and very short way, so that the teacher can complete the course only in 8 to 10 days. If they can just give that half an hour daily in their own available time, while they are traveling, while teachers, you are traveling from to school to home, and when you have a free time, just watch the video and you can complete the course. So this course involves chapters like different kind of neurodevelopmental disorder, specific learning disability, autism spectrum disorder, and so on, and the educational policies. So these 4 videos in each module will be there, teachers, and these 4 videos are animated videos. It is very interactive, it is very creative, and very easy to understand. And the best part is the whole module, the whole course is designed in multilingual languages, so that teachers belonging from any region, teachers belonging from any background, any language specific, they can watch the videos and do their course. So it is being provided in the app in multilingual. So currently, teachers, we have 8 different languages we are providing the videos and the course, that is in English, Hindi, Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, and more languages are being in the development phase. So teachers, each module, there will be assessment will be there, because if assessment are not there, we will not be able to learn more. So short assessment, 3-4 questions might be there, very brief. After completing each modules, there will be questions and assessment. So when you complete each module, teacher, when you will completing each module, there will be one assessment, and when you complete the whole module, that is the 17 modules, when you complete the whole course, that there will be one final and assessment. So once you complete each module, there will be assessment, and you take the assessment, and once you score 60 to 70% of this, you will be getting a certificate, teachers. You can download the certificate of each and everything, each and every module. And teacher, once you complete the course completion assessment, that is the end assessment, if you score among 60 to 70%, you will get the course completion certificate, teachers. So your effort will be recognized, that you have put so much of effort in doing the course, in learning something. And this certificates, you can download it and share in your community. And the second is the certificate of excellence. So teachers who are more enthusiastic and have paid more attention to this program, and who are able to achieve more than 75%, which I believe almost everyone can achieve, so they will be getting a excellence certificate, which you can download it. So along with the course, the certificate program we have kept. So teachers, the first lesson, the first chapter, the first course name is the Understanding Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. So here you will be getting all the 17 modules of course. Moving on, here I would like to show you in the screen that you can see, these are the courses that will be available to you in this form, where first is the Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. When you launch the course, you can do the course. When you launch the course, there will be 17 modules. So there are different learning things are there. The second is the process of learning, writing, mathematics, and so on. So you can do all these courses. So first you have to go on with the Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. So teacher, here is the sample of the course that you can see. I would also like to say, along with the videos, teacher, there will be reading material. So teachers who love to read can also watch the video and can read the learning material. The reading material will be there, so they can read in their free time, and which is very short and easy to understand. So you can watch the video, read the chapter, and complete the course, teacher. So in each module, there will be 4 videos each. So right now I will be showing you the sample of how the course is going to be.
Dyslexia, understanding the disorder, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. You must be wondering, why are we revisiting learning alphabets at this stage? For you, these are simple alphabets. Within these 26 letters, you may be able to identify the vowels and consonants. Now, what if we say that this isn't the case with everyone? Meet Zoya. She's 6 years old. And this is how the letters appear to her. All that she sees is some dancing and floating shapes. Zoya has a hard time connecting letters to the sounds they make and then blending those sounds into words. Since she cannot pronounce the words or recognize their sounds, she cannot understand the meanings. So, what's the case with Zoya? Zoya has a disorder called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a language-based learning disability. Students diagnosed with this condition face challenges in interpreting and processing language. The disorder affects an individual's ability to read, spell, write, and speak. While these students have a normal vision and are just as smart as their peers, they struggle with their academics, thus requiring the teacher to adapt to an individual's way of learning. In this series of videos, we will learn about some teaching strategies for students with dyslexia. Before we start with the sessions, it is important for us to know that a supportive teaching environment plays a vital role in making the classroom dyslexia friendly. A teacher's understanding of specific difficulties and how they may affect the student's classroom performance is a blueprint for the teacher to plan and proceed with the lectures. From the next session onwards, we will begin to learn the strategies that can be implemented to teach the students having this disorder. Stay tuned.
Okay, teacher. So teacher, as you can see, this is an animated video which was very interactive, very creative and very simple to understand. So in this way, in this short period of time, you can complete each video and you can complete the whole course in the 8 to 10 days of time. So you can do that, teacher. So as fast as you complete the course, because there the main work will come, that is the next step that you can take to identify the students. So once you complete, so this is very important that we can move on to next phase. So here, teacher, we will be talking about the certificates that after completion of each module, that is 17 modules. So each module when you complete, teacher, so module completion certificate, about 50% of score, when you score, you will be able to get that. And very small kind of MCQs question where it's not like that very brief questions will be asked. It's just small, simple question based on the module, the course that you are doing. So after the completion of the final course that I told, the final assessment, teacher who can score between 60 to 75%, you can get a course completion certificate. That is this one, module completion certificate, teachers. So you can download this certificate and share it in your group. And teachers who are enthusiastic and who are much more involved, and you definitely can score more than 75%, and you can receive special recognition certificate, that is the certificate of excellence. So we move on to phase 2 now. Now we will be talking about identification. So once we do the course, now comes the main thing is how to put the knowledge that we have learned into our practice and to in action of how to do it. So teacher, that this is the phase of screening students, where we can identify the students. So when we move ahead, so the screening phase is divided again. We will be having 3 forms in it. 3 forms. So if we only do one form, if we only fill the information of the students in one form, then we will not be getting correct and accurate result, and we will not be able to work to help the child, and we will not get results, teacher. So it is important that we fill in the information in all 3 forms. So I will be discussing that in detail. So screening has screening 1, profiler, and advanced screening. So when we fill the first form, screening 1, so what we do is, here there will be certain statements where we will be putting our responses there, if in the form of yes or no. So I will be showing you that in the later slides. So here certain number of statements will be there where the responses has to be filled in with yes or no answers. So once we submit all the statements in screening 1, what it will give us is, teacher, we will be able to identify identify the students who may have probable concerns, who may have probable difficulties, and the domain will be highlighted, that this child is facing concern in reading area, writing area, behavioral area, or any other area. So screening 1, when we submit, it will help us identify where the child is falling, what the limitations of the child are, if the child is falling under any disability or not. So it will help us rule out the cases that the child might have. If the child is facing no concerns, the result will show the child is facing no concerns. But if we have any doubt of the students, regarding the students, we need to fill the screening, because otherwise they will be they will be remaining unscreened throughout their life. So we need to screen to whomever we have the doubt, and it will help us highlight the domain where the child might be facing any kind of difficulty. So the domain will be highlighted, the domain will come in the result of the screening 1. So moving ahead, when we fill the profiler form, teacher, so what profiler does is that we generally used to assume that children with difficulties, children who are not able to perform academically, they might not be able to perform in any other co-curricular activities also. But it is not the truth, teacher, because every child has their unique capabilities and unique talents. So by filling this profiler, the child's unique capabilities and talents and capacities will be screened out to understand their strength. So here we are working on the idea of strengths. What are the strength of the particular child? Because every child is different, every child has unique capabilities. Sometimes it becomes difficult for us to identify those strengths. So by simply filling the profiler, that is the second form in the screening, the child's temperament, their strength, and their limitations will also be highlighted, like where they are, where they can perform most strongly, what is their most strength, most powerful way where they perform. Some children might be very powerful in the visual learning, some they might have different learning styles. So all this will be highlighted. So moving on, when we talk about the advanced screening, when we will filling this third form, because screening has 3 forms. So advanced screening is the final form. So when we fill the advanced screening of the same students, once we complete the screening 1, then profiler, and when we move ahead and fill this advanced screening, what it does is that it will help us identify the major concerns, the concerns in the domain. So screening 1, what it does is that it identifies the domain, profiler identifies the strength of the child, and advanced screening will identify the concerns in the domain. Suppose if the child is in screening 1, the child's results come is that the child is facing issues, the child is facing concerns in the writing area. So in the advanced screening, the major concerns in the writing will be identified. If the child's handwriting is poor, or the child's spacing is not proper, the child's writing reversals are there, or they commit major spelling mistakes. So each and every concerns will be highlighted in the advanced screening, and with the highlighted cursor, there will be the intervention plan, that is of the phase 3, of how we can work on these concerns. What are the strategies that we can apply in the regular classroom to help the child and support the child. So only by doing the 3 forms, by filling all these 3 forms, we can properly identify and have an accurate result, accurate report of the child. So screening is very class specific, it is not age specific, because many children of different age are not in the same classes might be. So we have divided the screening process into the class specific. Talking about the foundation stage 1, it is for the pre-primary classes. Foundation stage 2, class 1 and 2, preparatory 3 to 5, middle stage 6 to 8 class, and senior stage 9 to 12 standard. So it is being divided in these forms, and according to the classes, we can fill in the details and choose the classes and do the screening of the child. So moving ahead, so teachers, I would like to show you, this is the form of the screening 1, where this kind of statements will be there when we see it, and with the statements, there will be yes or no options. So by reading the statements, if we are not sure, we can get connected to us in the doubt clearing sessions that I will be talking in brief in the later part of my slide. So once you read the statements, only by being observed the child, by observing the child well, and by taking information from parents and other teachers also, we need to fill the screening. So we should not fill the screening with our assumption, but with our correct observation. So once we fill each and every option, we should not skip, otherwise it is not going to accept. So we need to fill each and every statements and with correct observation, because with your observation, with your screening, the child's future will depend on it. So fill in correctly, and in this way we can complete the screening one. So here I would like to show you, once we fill in all the details of screening one, profiler, and advanced screening, this is the report that we get. So the first picture is of a basic profile of the child. So what we have done, it is being ticked in green, that we have done the screening one and profiler, so we can view the report anytime that we can want. So here are some personal details of the child, which class do they read, their parents information, and screening report. While when we fill the first screening, what is the report? So it shows that the child is facing concern in the academic domain. So it showed whom to consult and what the recommendation is. And below we can also find the profiler, what the child's strengths are. And the third picture is of the advanced screening, of where the child is facing concerns in the domain. So these are the sample of the reports that we can get. And one good thing is that, teacher, it will always be saved in the app, the report of the child. So anytime that we want, we can see that. We can also talk with our principals, with our special educator, that these are the concerns that the child is facing. So we can have an holistic approach to support and help the child. So it will always be saved in your phone, in your app. The teacher who will be doing the screening, you will always be having the report of the child. Moving on to phase 3, that is the final phase. It is of the intervention. That is the strategies that we can help, the intervention plan that we can administer to the child. So only knowing the course, doing the screening is not enough, but helping the child to achieve those goals is important. So teacher, our intervention phase, the importance of it is the orientation of phase 3. So we have kept the sensitizing and also orientation for teachers who have submitted case studies. So orientation of phase 3 is, we have already been doing since long, for teachers who have completed screening and submitted certain number of case studies in their classroom. So here in the intervention stage, teachers are allowed to select one case to work on. Suppose after they have done the screening of the child in the class, and there might be many students, it might not be 1 or 2, there might be 5 or 6. So there is no limitations to it. So they can do to many as they can screen many as children as they have the doubt on. But once they submit a case study, they can choose one child to work with, because it takes a lot of work to work with one child also. So they can select one case for whom they will decide to work on, teachers. So you can select one case and you can access to the intervention. So entire education plan is shared with you. Entire education plan is shared in the intervention phase, and you can work with the students. So teacher, once you start working with the students, you can also mark the things like how much you can improve or what are the challenges you are facing. Suppose it might happen that the intervention plan that is given in the app, that is given with the concerns, might not work with one child, because every child needs are different. So you can get connected with the special educator, and we have kept the weekly meetings for progress meeting, where you can discuss the challenges that you're facing, or you can discuss your successes also, that you have been improved, you have been able to inculcate the skills in the child, you have been made the child to improve. You can take the videos, note it down, and you can mark the improvement in the app itself, how much ever you have been able to improve with the child. And if you have any challenges that you face, you can certainly get back to us, get back to special educator, and raise your concerns. So teacher, after doing the mapping, After you have done the mapping with this special educator, you can give your feedback regarding the growth of the child. And after every 3 to 6 months of constant contact of the implementation of the strategies, the success stories that you can share with us, others teachers also, that so that other teacher might also be able to relate to the same kind of problem that they might be facing with their children. So teacher, once you start working, it will certainly take some months. It will take around 3 to 6 months to see some improvement in the child. We need to have patience and keep working continuously so that we can bring a change in the child's life, and help also the children by sharing your success stories so that they can also relate and they can also work towards the challenges with the children that they are facing. So teacher, here I would like to show is the intervention plan that will be there. So once teacher you have submitted the screening, these are the type of concerns that will be there. Suppose in reading, under reading, when you do the advanced screening, the concerns will come out that the child does reversal. Suppose the child writes B as D. So what we need to do? So when you click on the read plan, that is with the arrow mark, when you click on it, this page will open, intervention place. So here we have the concerns that the child frequently makes correction by crossing out or erasing extensively in the notebook. The child does so many of errors in the notebook. There is so much of cut mark. So to avoid that, to bring down that behavior, what we need to do? So this is our goal, to reduce this cross out and excessive use of erasers in the notebook. So below that, the accommodation, that is the flexibility in the classroom, what the teachers can do. They can do the preferential seating, peer tutoring, and below are the steps of how to do it. So teacher, entire plan is that you can use in the same classroom with regular students. You do not need to take out the child of the classroom and invest your time and hours with the child. You can do the strategies in the same classroom. So by giving the activity to whole of your classroom. So if you just invest 5 to 10 minutes of a day of doing the strategies, you can definitely see a change in the child. So regarding that, when you have worked with the child within 1 month to 3 months to 6 months, you can see some improvement. Then you can mark the level 1, level 2, and level 3. So level 1 is about the level 1 is that if the child is able to do the activity but only with physical and verbal cue, the child need cues to do it, need prompts to do it. So if the child is able to do the activity with some kind of verbal or physical both cue, then we will mark the child is completed level 1. If the child is able to do only with verbal cue, not physical cue, only with verbal prompts, then we will mark the level 2. And if the child is able to do without any prompts, only by telling the child, then we will mark level 3, that we have achieved almost 80% success with the child. Though it is not possible 100%, but we have achieved the major percentage with the child in improving their skills. So in like that, different kinds of statements will be there. We can read the plan for each concerns and mark the levels once we have started working, and it's been like 3 to 6 months. So moving ahead, these are the kind of courses that will be there. And once you finish this course, you can move on to process of learning, writing courses there, mathematics courses there. So you can update yourself once you have completed the first course, that is the learning difficulties course. So teacher, here are more additional courses that we will provide the general strategies to the students. So here are some general strategies that you can provide to other students also who might not fall under any disability, but has some kind of concerns maybe in reading, writing, or in math, or any other learning problems. So you can use these strategies by learning the other courses. So only after you finish the first course, you will be able to access the other courses. Otherwise, it will not be accessible to you. And it is also part of intervention teachers. So we have kept the general strategies in other courses also. So moving ahead. So here we will see the intervention plan and the reference video.
Chapter 1, Brain and Learning. Through the course of Project Inclusion in Phase 1, you have studied in detail about neurodevelopmental disorders, specific learning disability, autism, and intellectual disability, along with the academic challenges faced by children with each of these conditions. Through this phase, we will understand what the reasons are for their academic challenges and how, with strategies, we can work towards inclusion. A school's primary focus is academic learning, and in a classroom, there will be different kinds of learners. For some children, learning academic concepts is easy and effortless. Some are average learners, while others face challenges, especially children with disabilities. Why are there differences in learning? For this, we need to understand where and how learning happens. Where does learning take place? The obvious answer to the above question is the brain, and it is important for us to know a little about how the brain is involved in learning. Neurodevelopmental disorders are caused by impairments in the growth and development of the brain. Due to these impairments, learning gets affected and becomes a challenge for such children. A number of specific parts of the brain play a role in reading, writing, and maths, which are the core fundamentals of education. In order to be effective teachers and parents, we must understand how the brain influences the development of these skills. Let's take an example of the areas for reading in the brain. Here is the image of the brain, which shows the cortex part. It is made up of lobes. When we read a word like book, it activates the occipital lobes of our brain like any other visual stimuli. This visual area instantly analyzes the feature of the word and then moves to the part of the brain for word analysis and sound symbol connection, where the word book will be analyzed into sound, which is b, u, k. Again, the temporal lobe, as we can see, will help promote language comprehension and also reading comprehension. As we can see here, that different areas of the brain are involved in writing as well as performing mathematical calculations.
Yes, teacher. So we have seen the video, and this will be in the all the intervention plan of the general strategies course. So you can definitely do the course after you have finished the first course, that is learning difficulties. So this will be your journey with project inclusion, teacher. First is being sensitized and being aware of the certain disabilities and able to identify. The next is the screening that you will be doing of identifying the students who might have some kind of disabilities, and with that you will be filling in the profiler to identify the strength and interest of the child, and with that you will be doing the advanced screening to identify the deeper understanding of the affected domains of what concerns the child have. So as teacher, you will be working towards your graph will be moving ahead, you will be moving ahead, then you will be able to adopt the child. It's not physical adoption, but choosing to work with the child, that is in the intervention phase. So you will be working on the target behavior and be able to improve the skills of the child. And teachers, the work that you will be doing, everything will be recorded in the app. You will be able to mark in the app. So teacher, with this, your efforts, it will be publicized in the national and international platform. We will be recognizing your efforts, teacher. So it's a beautiful journey that you will be taking on and will be bringing a change in these children's lives. So teacher, it gives me immense pleasure and delighted. I feel delighted to share with you and proud to share with you that till this our project that we are doing, we are able to orient 3 lakhs of teacher till date, and more than 11 lakhs of teacher have already registered our app, and 33,000 of teachers have already completed the course, teacher. So we have signed with 32 states and union territories. So this is our data till that, and we strive to create more difference in all other states that we want to reach on. and together we'll bring a change in these children. So teacher, with this, we are not only leaving you, we are keeping doubt clearing session, and which we have divided in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, which is week out. Every day in the week, we have divided it. And in this doubt clearing session, teacher, we have kept the provision that you can help the teacher join in this session, and it is very essential to join, because in this session our experts, team of experts will be there, special educators, psychologists, and even IT team will be there to clear your doubts. And if you're facing any challenges in your classroom regarding any child, you can voice out that in our doubt clearing session. You can also give us your feedback so that it will help other teacher. So certain times of teacher, what happens is that certain times that when we work on ground, when we work practically, we are able to bring many other innovations, many other change, many other strategies that might work. So if you share that in our doubt clearing sessions where other teachers from other region will be joining, it will be very beneficial for other teachers too, because they will be learning from you on a practical aspect. So here we are building a community, and for the phase 1 we have kept Wednesdays and Fridays 4 p.m. for the doubt clearing session. Phase 2 we have kept Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday 4 p.m. and phase 3 Monday, and so on. So you can join, and these links are provided in the chat box, teacher. So you can definitely save the link for later use also. Once you have helped the teacher to done the course, they have done the screening, they have done the intervention. Also during all this time, they can definitely get in touch with us in all the phases. We are providing help in all the phases where they can voice out their concerns. So please download the link or save the link given to you in the chat box. So teacher, the benefit of the program. So what are the benefits that we will get? So first is comprehensive teachers training for in-services teachers. So teachers who are there, it will be a all holistic training for you all, being sensitized, being oriented regarding neurodevelopmental children to identify them. And it has geographical inclusivity, where we are working with multilingual languages, teachers from different regions, children from different regions. So it is an inclusive, geographically inclusive program. Next is education officer orientation. So it is also important for the education officer to have their help with us and work in hand, so that they can also understand the teachers' challenges that they're facing in the local level. And the teachers training in the school teachers, primary and upper primary, they are all trained and will be identified. They'll be able to support students. And also the special educator training. What happens is that in special education, they might be expertising in one area. So here in this course, they will be able to be upskill themselves, and also get trained in learning other areas, learning about other disabilities, and also optimize the use of resources. Also the need of the parental participation, where it is the work of the teacher, students, and parents, and along with education officers. So we create an all-round support for the children. Next is the personalized intervention. So every intervention might not work with all the students. So here the interventions are designed personally, so that each child has unique traits and capabilities. So regarding the uniqueness, we have designed in a personalized way, where end-to-end systematic changes are there, where we are reinforcing the zero education policy commitment. We are not rejecting any of the child. We are providing help to with every students, with every kind of disabilities that they might have, with every concerns that they might have. And in this way, by doing this, we are surely promoting the social inclusion. That is the inclusivity, the goal which is of ours, to bring the inclusivity in our classroom and inclusivity socially, so that every child, each and every child, feel valued, feel they feel accepted in the society. They can move on in the society, and the dropout rates might come down, and the basic rights of the students, that they might get the rights of the education. So teacher, now we come to the roles of the coordinators. So here I will be majorly speaking about your role, coordinators. So first is the enrollment for PI program. So coordinators, you will be the bridge between us and the teachers. So with your efforts, you will be the concerned person whom teachers can reach out to, and you can reach out to us by what the teachers' challenges are facing, or you can take the information from us to them. The help, that support that we will provide, you can take the help from us and you can provide them. So you will be acting as a bridge between us. So your participation is majorly important, and to ensure the 100% participation of the teachers to do the course. So the first and foremost thing for to do in the inclusive education for this project is to get the teacher orient, to ensure that the teacher downloaded the courses, register in the course and have started working. So you need to ensure that have a clear communication with teachers, have those kind of approach that teacher can reach you anytime, that they can raise their concerns if they're facing anything regarding the app. So first is helping them download, helping them to register, and helping them to launch the course in their own languages, that multilingual languages that it is there in the PI app. So, and next is the implementation process, teacher coordinator, where you will be ensuring the implementation of the course, that is the course completion. So once they have started, it's not like that once you help the teacher to register and go on, it's also important to complete the course, because only then we will be able to move to the next step and to the next step, that is the strategies, and to work with the child in the ground. So for that, we need to do the course, we need to complete the course, which is of 17 modules. And I again will say it will take only 8 to 10 days. It will not take you a month or so. It will only take you 8 to 10 days if you just give half an hour daily while you are traveling or you're doing some recreation time. You can just watch the videos. It's fun to watch. So you can help the teacher to complete it, the course. And coordinator, please stay in touch with the teachers throughout the course of completion of the phase 1, and also special educator for the cross disability training by the completing the course. So then we move to the phase 2 and phase 3. So teachers to proceed for the screening of the students post completion of the phase 1. They will be identify the needs and diverse needs of the class, and moving ahead, they will be able to access the phase 3, that is the intervention. So all the phases we have kept the orientation session. So coordinator need to stay in touch with the teacher and help them complete the course to move on to the next step. And during this, if they have any doubt, get connected to them with us in the doubt clearing sessions, and the link that we'll be providing, and the WhatsApp number we will also be providing. So next is the monitoring and evaluation. So you will support us by encouraging teachers to send their success stories. So it is very essential that what they're working, how they're working, and any challenges that they might be facing, or any other help that they might need. Because in the intervention plan, whatever is there in the app, the child might have different kind of needs and also need different kind of strategies. So for that, coordinators, you need to stay in touch, because then only you will be able to pass us the information, and we will provide the strategies, we will provide the plan to the teachers. And encouraging the teacher to engage with the team through doubt clearing session that I already told, to have a deeper understanding of incorporating inclusive practices in the classroom, and ensuring that every teacher has screened at least 2 to 3 students. It's not just 3 students is maximum. They can screen any number of students that they feel the need to, that they feel the child might having some kind of concerns in their class. So you need to give the correct information, ensuring that the child has after doing the course, after finishing the course, they have at least screened 2 to 3 students, and give us the submitted the case study to us, so that we can provide and they can access the intervention plan. And throughout this, the considerable number of changes that they are able to bring among the children by administering these strategies. So in the doubt clearing session, all their queries will be answered. We will be listening to them, and it is kept in the weekly sessions. So communication, coordinator, you will be an epitome of the communication and support between the two. So you will offer guidance and support to teacher regarding program activities, that is after completing phase 1, then how to move to phase 2 and phase 3. And you will share the data and details as required by us, required to the project inclusion. any feedback that the teacher might have, you can get to us, share with us, so that we can provide the support. And through your monitoring, your communication and support throughout coordinators, you will be standing as the major role, that you will be standing as a bridge between teachers and us. So it is a journey of inclusion. So we will provide our support, continuous support and guidance throughout this program. So teacher, I will be providing soon with you the WhatsApp link, and this is the WhatsApp number that you can note it down, that you can get connected with any kind of problem that you might have. You can just send us the message. And this is the mail ID where you can also share your concerns or any support that you might require in your classroom, any support. So just message us, let us know, and let know the coordinators, then they can also tell us the information and get us the need that you might require. So my team member have already shared in the chat box the WhatsApp link. Currently click on the link and you can be directly get connected in the WhatsApp with the support group. So this is the barcode that you will be able to scan it and download it now as app. This is the web link where you will be directly able to download the app of Project Inclusion and start the course. So we have come to the end of the program now. My team members have already shared the web link and the chat box.
थैंक यू सो मच जोशी, इतने अच्छे से प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन के बारे में बताने के लिए और सभी टीचर्स को जानकारी प्रदान करने के लिए। अब मैं बाकी आप सभी रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी, कोई भी डाउट, कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, तीनों फेसेस से रिलेटेड कोई भी डाउट हो, एप्लीकेशन रिगार्डिंग, कोर्स के रिगार्डिंग, तो जरूर पूछेगा। हमारे बीच में हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स हैं, वो आपको पूरी तरह से हेल्प करेंगे। एंड आपके स्क्रीन पर एक बारकोड प्रेजेंट किया गया है जो कि आपके व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप का बारकोड है। इसमें प्रोजेक्ट इंक्लूजन कोऑर्डिनेटर केवीएस तिनसुकिया रीजन का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया गया है। इसमें आपको क्यूआर कोड शेयर किया गया है। आप सब प्लीज इसे स्कैन करके ग्रुप में ज्वाइन कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि इसमें क्या होगा, ग्रुप में हम आपको सभी इंफॉर्मेशन एक बार में हम शेयर कर पाएंगे आप सभी के साथ। आपके स्कूल के डिटेल्स, कितने टीचर्स ने कितना कोर्स किया या स्क्रीनिंग में है, कौन से प्रोसेस पे है, वो सब डिटेल्स एज अ कोऑर्डिनेटर आप सबको शेयर किया जाएगा। तो प्लीज आप इस ग्रुप में ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, और कोई भी डाउट हो, क्वेश्चन हो, तो आप ग्रुप में भी पूछ सकते हैं आफ्टर द सेशन। और अभी कोई डाउट है तो जरूर पूछिए अनम्यूट करके चैट बॉक्स के थ्रू, जिससे कि हम आपकी हेल्प कर सकें। यस एसी सर, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? ओवर टू यू सर।
ये अभी एक तस्लीम मैम ने हैंड रेज किया था, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग।
नो सर, बाय मिस्टेक।
और हैंड रेज वाज देयर। यस मैं जी, तस्लीम मैम आपकी तरफ से कुछ?
Yes, sir. I'm unable to send the message in the group chat and unable to mark my presence.
Sir, good morning, sir.
अपने मैसेज अपने प्रिंसिपल के थ्रू भेज दीजिएगा, ओके?
जी सर।
What, sir?
Anything about content जो अभी डिस्कशन हुआ ऑन बेसिस ऑफ दैट? यस आशीष जी।
सर ये जो कोर्स है सर, ये जो कंटेंट्स है, जैसे मैं यहाँ अभी प्राइमरी टीचर अभी ट्रांसफर में ही आया हूँ, और बाकी जैसे प्राइमरी टीचर्स हैं न्यूली ज्वाइंड, उनको भी मुझे ये सजेस्ट करना और कराना है क्या सर?
यस, मैक्सिमम टीचर यू नीड टू ऑल।
Yes,
जो मैसेज था कोऑर्डिनेटर ने कि वो
जी सर।
17 मॉड्यूल वाला सबका।
जी सर। ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
जी सर, गुड मॉर्निंग। Okay, Pooja ma'am and Bairagi ma'am, thanks a lot for guidance, and surely our teacher will join and complete these courses.
Yes sir. Okay sir.
और ये एज कोऑर्डिनेटर काम करते हुए अपने विद्यालय के बाकी टीचर्स को भी इन कोर्सेज को ज्वाइन करवाएंगे, and this will be done.
Yes sir. Yes sir. So
okay, thank you all
रजत सर, एक्चुअली जो iOS यूजर के लिए वेब लिंक शेयर किया गया है चैट बॉक्स के थ्रू, मैं अगेन शेयर कर देती हूँ, आप इसे सेव कर लीजिए। वेब लिंक के थ्रू डेस्कटॉप में भी यूज कर सकते हैं और अपने मोबाइल में भी iOS यूजर के लिए है ये वेब लिंक। और जो टीचर्स डेस्कटॉप में भी यूज करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए भी ये वेब लिंक है, आप सभी इसे सेव कर सकते हैं।
जी टीचर्स, मैं चाहूँगी कि आप वेब लिंक को सेव कर ले और अपने डेस्कटॉप या मोबाइल में यूज़ कर सकते हैं जैसे पूजा जी ने कहा। एंड आई थैंक यू ऑल। अगर आपको कोई भी प्रश्न हो, कोई भी डाउट हो, आप पूछ सकते हैं। यस मिस्टर अभिषेक, यू हैव रेज्ड योर हैंड।
यस, गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर ये जो कोर्स है केवल पीआरटी के लिए है या फिर टीजीटी पीजीटी सब लोग करेंगे इसको हमारे विद्यालय में?
इट इज फॉर एवरीबॉडी सर, सभी लोग कर सकते हैं।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
सभी लोग कर सकते हैं।
ओके सर।
यस मिस जया, वुड यू लाइक टू आस्क समथिंग?
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a query. Actually, I have installed this project inclusion app, ma'am. I've completed the 17 modules. I've got the certifications and everything.
Okay.
I've done the screening also, ma'am. I've done case studies of 2 students.
Okay.
I'm stuck at the intervention part, ma'am. What to do next?
Okay. For intervention, have you joined this orientation that we have kept, ma'am?
No, ma'am. I didn't get the link for the same, ma'am.
Okay.
Josie, can I take this question?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, I'm Rashmi, Senior Special Educator from Project Inclusion. Ma'am, can you say you have the number for the doubt clearing? Means we have
yes, ma'am, I just took a screenshot of the same, ma'am.
So WhatsApp support number, you please share the concern on the WhatsApp support number, so that we can, maybe there is some technical issue, so the IT people, they will solve the issue, because once we have done the screening, then the plan has to be there. The plan will be visible if the child falls in the NDD category. Okay, we are giving the plan only for the NDD part.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, neurodevelopmental part.
I'll definitely connect with you, ma'am, over the
bilkul. And as far as the doubt clearing sessions are concerned, you can join any day 4 p.m. It is not compulsory that if you have so you can join any day. It is not compulsory that Monday only you have to join for phase 3. If you have a doubt today, you can join today. If you have a doubt tomorrow, you can join tomorrow. So we have kept it open now that Monday to Friday, any day 4 p.m. anyone can join for any of the phases. We will answer them.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else wants to know something?
और कोई डाउट या क्वेश्चन हो तो अभी आप पूछ सकते हैं, और अगर अभी कोई डाउट नहीं है तो आप सबके साथ व्हाट्सएप सपोर्ट नंबर शेयर किया गया है। आफ्टर द सेशन कोई भी डाउट होता है आप हमारे व्हाट्सएप सपोर्ट नंबर पे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन का भी लिंक शेयर किया गया है, आप उस पे भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। तो थैंक यू सो मच रिस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स एंड एसी सर, आप सभी का आज के सेशन में ज्वाइन करने के लिए, अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय देने के लिए, थ्रू आउट द सेशन बने रहने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज का सेशन यहीं तक है, आप सभी सेशन को लीव करके अपने डेली रूटीन में कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all for your valuable time.
Ma'am, I do have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, it's not regarding about the program. It's about my presence. I can't mark my presence in the.
Where, ma'am?
Sorry, ma'am. In the comment section, I can't mark my presence. Do it necessary to present mark the presence?
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay. You can just message in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
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 Thank you, ma'am. And sir, may I leave, ma'am?
Yes, sir. You can leave. Everyone can leave. If you have no doubts or any questions, you can leave the session.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.